Okay, good morning, everybody. Let's get started. Oh, there's sound. There's just no sound for this scene, which we might have background music like super fucking low. I'm thinking about adding that in, but I don't want it to drown out anybody's voice that is super low. So, like I said yesterday, I wasn't joking. We're gonna dive into the craziness of Xbox. And the next couple of titles of my live streams or a video, if one is posted, will be some of the shit that I've heard on Twitter. I'm not even gonna think of fucking titles anymore. I'm just gonna grab that shit from fucking Twitter as a reference because I mean, if it's all right for Review Tech USA to do it and Jeff Grubb to do it and the dudes from IGN to do it, why not? They don't have any real sources. Nobody's really talking to them about shit. But in this way, let me just point out it's not clickbait. It's more or less like, hey, this is what they're saying, and we're gonna talk about what they're saying. Um, the general attitude among the Xbox fans is that they have actually moved on from Halo Infinite. They're not talking about that as much, and they have now moved on to only bringing up Starfield in a discussion. So if you I think we still have it on file, so let's just make sure we have it on file. Is it there? Okay, there we go. Now remember, I posted this publicly on Twitter. If you still need versions of this image to send to Xbox fans, it's publicly out there. Just let me know. Um, okay, yeah, we got another troll. Cool. Thank you for taking care of that, Enzo. You already know Magnificent Black. You already earned your fucking moderation. I don't know why you didn't have one before. Um, yeah, so let's get back to the topic. I'm just looking over some of the comments. What's going on, Vedger? Cooper Clips. Dez is back in here. Ice Queen Gaming always supporting uh Brad Jadir Williams. I'm just gonna call you Wilder Beast because that's your last name and that's easier to pronounce. What's going on, man? I saw that you joined the Discord. What's going on? So yeah, let's talk about this together. This is what I'm giving you an insight into the mind of Xbox fans, so you don't have to look at a YouTube video. You don't have to go hunt down these Xbox fans. I've had run-ins from Xbox fans over the last 24 hours, specifically because I did post a list before we went live yesterday, and it was a version of this list. It could have been this one specifically. I think it was this one specifically because I didn't want them to find any loopholes. So I made sure that Kenna wasn't on the list. I made sure Final Fantasy wasn't on the list. I've also made sure that Deathloop wasn't on this version of the list. This way that when they look at it, they can't nitpick certain things. But this is what I've heard people say. Okay, they disregard Demon Souls on the list because it's a remake. They call Sackboy trash. They disregard Returnal. They say that Spider-Man's on two platforms. They don't talk good about Destruction All Stars at all. They can't say anything bad about Ratchet and Clank, but they're starting to. They disregard Horizon Zero Dawn, even though they will hype up games that only show in the title or cinematics. They will also disregard Gran Turismo 7. It's almost like a non-issue, non-threat to them. Now, remember, as you know, Gran Turismo Sport still outsold any of the Forzas 2 years before or 2 years after the game came out. Not only that, it was a game used in esports. It's a game that has its own competitor circle. It was also featured on ESPN multiple times. So even in its worst game, Gran Turismo Sport is still better than any of the Forza games. It's still out there. People know it by name. People play it more than Forza, and that's just the facts. Metacritic, at that instant, for that example, didn't mean jack shit. It didn't stop anybody from buying a game. It didn't stop it from being successful. Content still rolled in. Manufacturers still produced cars for that game. Like I said, still a part of their own competitor circle as well as the ESPN and other types of versions of esports. So yeah, again, it's a threat to them, so they won't talk about it. And because there's no branch off of Gran Turismo like a Horizon, they feel that it is no threat. From what we talked about yesterday with Adam, um, it is the notion that they don't like Forza Motorsport. They like Forza Horizon. So Forza Motorsport could go away and they wouldn't even care. They only talk about Forza Horizon because it's the recent Forza games that have been getting very high scores. So that's something that they can use against a PlayStation fan in arguments. So if you wanted to know why they talk about Forza Horizon, it isn't only because it's an arcadey game and it's more fun than the more simulation version of Forza. It's because they can use it in an argument and claim that they got a W, but they don't. I'll tell you why. I think, let me see, Forza. Let me see what we got here. Just want to make sure I'm 100% on this one. So, Forza Horizon 4, which was the last Forza game to come out, came out in 2018. This was the pattern. Forza Motorsport 5 came out in 2013. And then Forza Horizon, I'm guessing, came out. Wait up. Oh, Forza. I think I might already know the pattern. I just wanted to make sure. So here we go. This is what I believe to be the pattern. We're gonna go all the way back to, like, let's say Forza, right? So they had Forza there. They had Forza Motorsport. So there was an original Forza Motorsport, and it was on the original Xbox, but nobody paid attention to it. Forza, I don't think, started getting popular until 2009, which is obviously after the 360 was out. There was a Forza Motorsport 2, but nobody, again, paid attention to it. So Forza Motorsport, which came out in 2005, which was for the original Xbox, not the Xbox 360, no one paid attention to. Forza Motorsport 2 came out in 2007, nobody paid attention to. It wasn't until Forza Motorsport 3 where you really started to remember, oh, Forza. And then they had Forza Motorsport 4. So, Forza Motorsport 3, 2009. Forza Motorsport 4, 2011. Forza Horizon, 2012. Forza Motorsport 5, 2013. 2015 is Forza Horizon 2. Then you have Forza Motorsport 6, which is also 2015. So Forza Horizon and Forza Motorsport 6 came out in the same year. That's how much they just continued to milk it. And then you have, like I said, Forza Motorsport 6, 2015, Forza Motorsport 7, 2017, Forza Street, 2018, Forza Horizon 4, 2018, and then Forza Horizon 4 Lego Speed, which was 2019. Those are DLCs, by the way. So there's some DLCs, which was like the one. Well, it is still considered part 2, but they have it docked here for the Fast and the Furious. So it was basically every year there was a Forza game until they really did take a break after Forza Horizon. And that was 2018. So the last full-fledged Forza game came out in 2018. This is the longest break they've ever taken. And the reason why it took a break is not because the games are bad. I'm not gonna say anything negative about Forza or Forza Horizon because they are good racing games. I'm a big fan of racing games. If you know, I can't drive that very well. They're good, and the reason why they backed away, Game Pass. We gotta read these super chats, don't we? Uh, yeah, Forza is taking this long break from 2018 to now because of Game Pass. Let me see. Games for Eternity with the 3.99 super chat. Jay, I like the idea of you infiltrating the Xbox community. I mean, yeah, I think it's important for you guys to know how they think. But this is the truth. So we haven't had Forza since 2018, so that's 2018, 2019, 2020. This is the year of 2021. It doesn't look like Forza is going to make an appearance this year. Um, I'm not saying they want to compete with other racing games. Need for Speed got pushed back to next year. Gran Turismo 7 is coming out next year. So by default, as you know from the history of Xbox 360, they would want to launch their Forza game away from the competition, which would be a multi-platform game, Need for Speed, and an exclusive game, which would be Gran Turismo 7. So they don't want to put Forza up against those two games, even if they're spread out in 2021. So you might see them actually put out Forza Horizon 5 this year and announce it at their E3 event. However, um, sometimes you have to have a little bit of a build up. You would probably already have a trailer. Sometimes you do have leaks and stuff. The Forza Horizon 5 information, if you were listening to the Sunday show, that was very lengthy. So let me simplify this for you. The rumors came from the Xbox fanboy community. There's no actual confirmation. There has been no leaks found. The developers have not whispered or hinted at any Forza Horizon game. And like Adam said yesterday, it would be kind of stupid to put out Forza Horizon this year when you just announced Forza Motorsport last year that still hasn't came out and doesn't have a release window. Release dates, two different things. Let's explain what that means. A release window would be like, hey, it's coming out 2019. A release date would be, it's coming out October 5th, 2019. Release windows are not good. But having no release date or window, that's horrible. A release window is so widespread to the point that sometimes a game could get delayed. It's actually a very nice safety net for a developer to say, hey, it's coming out next year. Or it's coming out in 2021. Like, you don't know what's going to happen between now and then. Nobody accounted for COVID. So how many games got delayed in the beginning of this fucking year? A lot. They got delayed to the point that they got delayed out of the fucking year. And they can't push them up because now the shit's crowded. Rice Eater with the $2 super chat. Prepare for more CGI trailers from Microsoft at E3. Again, just going to give you guys a little bit of what Adam said yesterday. This is something that does not need to happen. They cannot rely on CGI trailers when PlayStation kicked their ass last year, specifically because all they showed was CGI trailers. They have to do better. If you're going to show CGI trailers, right, or there's a cheap way out of that. I'll talk about it. Let me just do the small comparison. So if you're going to show CGI trailers and then PlayStation has some sort of event and then they show nothing but all gameplay, which is something they've been doing for a good amount of generations now since the PS3, then you should try to match that, right? I mean, you've been in the console generation for 4 generations now. I mean, the console industry for 4 generations. PlayStation's been in there for 5 generations. They last longer than you in each generation, though. They do go the distance of 10 years plus. It's just weird that you would still rely on such an outdated hype factor as of just cinematics to show off your game. I feel like that is so outdated, We see CGI in movies. I'm watching a Netflix series that is all about CGI. And some of the stuff I saw looked next gen, and some of the stuff I saw looked current gen. But god damn, the story's awesome. The Love Death Robot. Sorry to promote that shit for the second time, but that shit is dope. I'm watching the first season. I already got the second season on standby. Cannot fucking wait. It's really good. I saw concepts for obviously for the different episodes that would blow your mind as far as story, potential gameplay elements if you could create these some of these episodes and turn it into a game. Um, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's dope, that's dope. Now I'm saying it out loud, and I'm like, wow, PlayStation's been giving us stuff like that. They would been giving us emotional, uh, um, games and games with heavy gameplay elements and hacking and slashing and gunplay and everything. They've just been giving us everything we want. Xbox can't do that. They have to contract for somebody else that's already doing good and say, hey, I see you doing good. Let me give you some money. Just put it on our platform and say that you like us. And then also, can you contract to put this shit on Game Pass so we can make that shit look good? And this is what they're doing. From the smallest of the smallest to as big as they can go. That's what they're doing. We know you look good, right? And I know I can't really fucking get you, but I'm going to give you some money to stand beside me so that everybody else at this party is looking at me and thinking that I'm with you. And by default, it makes me look better because you already look better than whatever I can fucking produce. That's Xbox. That is Xbox. They're not doing good. They see other people actually producing games, from indie developers to the most popular third-party AAA developers. They want what they're good at. They want that spotlight on them, and the only way they can do it is splash that cash so they can stand right next to them. This could be advertisement deals. This could be Game Pass deals specifically, which is something they're always in the market for right now because it's at that point. You can't get them motherfuckers to put the game exclusively on your platform, but you can get them to put it on your service. Talked about this on Saturday. That has some consequences for that specific developer. You put the game on Game Pass and every gamer will play it on Game Pass, right? That's a lie. That's a lie. You put it on Game Pass, not everybody's going to touch it. And when they do touch it, they're not going to go out and say, hey, I got your game for free. Let me go pay you for it. No. They're going to play that game for free. They might complete it. They might not. I mean, getting something for free is really good, man. It feels really good, depending on what the fuck it is. I'd rather get a free steak than a free cheeseburger from McDonald's. A free steak is going to taste a lot better. If I'm super hungry, that cheeseburger from McDonald's, I mean, it's free. It's something to eat. I would rather have the free steak. And if I had the money, I would pass up the free cheeseburger for the steak that costs $20 or $50 or $70. If I got the money, why not do it? I know the steak is going to fill me up and it's going to taste good. The cheeseburger from McDonald's, it's free, but I've already know what it tastes like, and it's small. It's not really going to do the job. Again, another analogy. This is Game Pass. When you start shopping small, because those are the only people that are dumb enough or desperate enough for your suitcase of money, aka the Game Pass contract, then this is what the Xbox fans are fed. They're fed the lowest of the low inside of that barrel, and they gotta enjoy it because it's all you gonna get until you might get lucky enough for them to get a big game on Game Pass, but it's not guaranteed. We also want to talk about elephant in the room. We talked about this yesterday. I was looking for the article. It was right in front of my face. I couldn't see it. I don't know why I couldn't see it. It was titled differently. Um, so we know Mass Effect just came out. It's a collection of all three of the games. They remastered it, reworked it. It's good. It's not a remake. It's a remaster. High quality remaster. Still not on the level I would want to spend any money on the game, but I will get it at a reduced price. Um, I don't think it takes advantage of the PS5's power. I did see a comparison with the loading screens. The loading screen was better on Xbox Series X than PS5, which means they didn't take advantage of the SSD at all. So either I'll wait for them to update it for the PS5, or I just wait for the price to go down, because I'm not buying any developers games that refuse to take advantage of what we got to offer over here, because that's a slap in the fucking face. I don't give a fuck if the box says PS4. You know that game's playable on PS5, and you need to make sure you take advantage of those capabilities, specifically because you have a developer kit within your fucking studio. So why not fucking use it? So, back on the point of Mass Effect sales. So Mass Effect sales came out, and this isn't gonna surprise any of you guys. 68% of the Mass Effect sales in the UK came from the PS4. The rest were Xbox. This roughly around 70 to 80 split is not the best thing for Xbox going forward. Developers all over the world are always trying to figure out what to do next, what direction to go. Should they do first person shooters more? Should they do RPGs more? Should they do battle royales more? Should they do games as a service, live games more? They're always looking for someone to figure out what they should do. And they're also looking at someone as to where should they put their game? Who should they cozy up to? We can go the Xbox route. They're not gonna buy our games over there, and they possibly won't give us any free advertisement as far as screenshots, gameplay, or live streams. But at least Microsoft will give us that suitcase of money to put our game on Game Pass. It's not gonna make our developers feel good because they work so hard, and you're basically giving their game away for free. We could go over to PlayStation. We know those gamers love buying games. We know that they like showing off games. They will post screenshots, videos, and live streams. Where do we go? They go to PlayStation. Some people have been doing, hey, let me put my game on PlayStation and put it on Game Pass to get best of both worlds. Well, when you put a game on Game Pass, it is known throughout the gaming communities, right? Not everyone knows, but a good amount of people know. It puts a sour taste in our mouth because we're like, hey, you're giving them the game for free. What's wrong with it? That's what we're saying. It's like, hey, what's wrong with the game? You're giving it away for free. So sometimes people over here don't buy the game. I got, what is the name of the game? Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance. It was a $40 game. I'm not expecting much, but the gameplay looked very solid, and I'm like, hey, it's $40. Let me pre-order this shit. About a month after I pre-ordered it, they announced it's going to Game Pass day and date. I know not to expect much, but you got a game that's $40. Microsoft's looking at it as like, hey, well, they charging $40. Let's go make that fucking phone call. Let's see what we can do. They was able to get that game on Game Pass. I'm circling around to the Mass Effect thing. We got Mass Effect just came out. Multi-platform remaster, right? It's not a native next-gen game. It doesn't even take advantage of the PS5 capabilities. The game, as far as the sales are concerned for the UK, which it can reflect what's going to happen in the United States, especially since there are more PS5s sold worldwide than Xbox Series X's and S's. Because again, Xbox or the people that are in charge of Xbox, they're too afraid to disclose the sales numbers. So we're gonna assume that they're ashamed of not selling as many consoles as the PS5, even though the PS5 is severely understocked, and they won't give us that. So yes, we look at the UK, and it's a strong reflection on what's going on in the United States. 68% on PS4, the rest on Xbox and possibly PC, which was also released on. That's not a good look, man. You mean over 50% of the sales came from PlayStation? It's on PC and Xbox. That's Xbox One, Xbox Series X, the Slim Xbox, the Xbox One X, all of them fucking Xboxes, and PC. And PlayStation still got 68% of the sales. This is the problem with Game Pass. If you don't put your game on Game Pass, after Game Pass has spoiled so many of the Xbox gamers, why would you go back to buying games? I know I feel like I'm talking, but I know you motherfuckers are there. But I'm asking a question. Why would you go buy games if Game Pass exists and it looks like everything under the sun is going to go to Game Pass? Why would you buy games anymore? That's the correct answer, Nick. You wouldn't. You wouldn't buy games anymore. If you saw a good amount of games over the last 3 years go to Game Pass day and date, there wouldn't be much of a reason to entice you to buy a game at full price. Buying a game at full price would look weird to you. I'm gonna let you guys know, when you make these troll accounts, don't fuck around with that Russian shit. I don't fuck around with it. You will automatically get blocked and your comment will not be answered. So please, I told you guys before, you try to spam the dislikes, YouTube will take it off by the end of the stream. You come here with these Russian accounts or these fucking accounts where you can't even put a profile picture, you're not welcome. It looks, at least look like you're a real account. At least, come on, man. Y'all can do better than that. Y'all been messing with me for years. Y'all can do a little bit better than that. Okay? You're not welcome here. We are not welcoming trolls because you guys are not a part of the gaming discussion, because you refuse to talk about video games. You will talk about how somebody talks. You will talk about how somebody looks. You will talk about what they did wrong or what you heard somebody did wrong. None of that shit is important to me at all. We're talking about video games. That's what's important. And if you're not here to talk about video games, get the fuck out.
Jay.
Yeah, what's up?
You said they don't refuse to talk about games. Nigga, they refuse to play games.
That too. That too. They refuse to buy games. They refuse to play games. They refuse to talk about games. But they still want to come to a gamer's channel every fucking day, every weekend. I don't understand that shit. It's just like the motherfuckers that will refuse to buy a game, but they'll sit up there and watch somebody else play on Twitch. One of them popular Twitch stars, not myself. You know, I play games on Twitch and YouTube, but people don't come here to watch me play the game. People come here to fucking troll me. But yeah, they'll go to some of these other more popular people and they'll actually sit down and watch them play the game and then come back on the comment section and say, hey, I didn't need to buy the game. I experienced it through somebody else's fucking gameplay. I'm like, what does that even fucking mean? What does that fucking mean? You know, the first time I did that shit, I didn't like it. I had to take turns with my friend. We were at this group home together, and we had Zelda Ocarina of Time. And everybody had their own time with the N64. And I saw this motherfucker, because we had time limits and we had to have different saves for Zelda. We we were accustomed to speed running Zelda. I was actually an early speed runner from when Zelda was a kid to getting the second tunic, which was the red tunic, if I'm not mistaken. And we could get through that shit for like, I think about an hour or somewhere around an hour. Like, but my friend was so good at Zelda Ocarina of Time, the motherfucker sped ran that thing all the way to Ganon, the last boss. And I think it took him about 4 hours or so. It might have been less than that. But we got so good at it. But I hated watching somebody else play the game that I wanted to play, that I was going to play next anyway. It's like, you're kind of spoiling my experience. But I like Zelda so much, I didn't let that shit get to me. I don't know how they can do it in the modern age, where they claim that they really want the game. And we know they want the game, but they're willing to spoil the whole game for themselves because either they're too cheap or too broke to go out and support that game that they want. It's just weird. I can never fucking do that. Never again. It just feels weird. Delvon Woods, I just want to let you guys know we got like 90 people watching. If you guys want to ask me a question, you can ask it that way, or you could put an emoji or send a super chat, and I don't mind doing it. But the emoji will help me. It will basically help me know that, hey, there's somebody with a fucking question, right? So we're gonna, if you're a member, you can use this fucking, right? So if you're a member, you can use this emoji. If you're not a member of the channel, let me see. You can let's see what you got. We can use this. You can use the hand, just so I can recognize you. This is just going forward because we're gonna have more viewers. We're growing again, so I want to be able to know who's different. Again, members can use the PlayStation Legion logo. If you're not a member of the channel, you can use the hand logo. And then obviously people that want to send super chats, you can send super chat questions or statements, or obviously Frostbite. And I think Caleb Kaiser, he will fucking use super chats for riddlers. But long story short, my position has not changed. I'm not a big fan of PlayStation putting their games on Steam. I'm not a big fan of them opening a page. Again, huh?
Why not?
This is why. You guys know my shit ain't gonna change on this. You're sending the wrong message. I'm not a pocket watcher. I don't give a fuck about the revenue, and we still have not got any sales reports. So if I was going to be a pocket watcher, like people say, oh, it's extra revenue. Okay, it's extra revenue. How many copies did it sell? Nobody can tell me that. Even the motherfuckers that want to say, kumbaya, it's extra revenue. It's extra revenue, so how many copies did it sell? Spartan, how many copies did it sell? Death Stranding, Horizon, how many copies did it sell on PC alone?
Wait, it's sold on PC?
Okay, that's what I'm fucking talking about. Right there. What I'm talking about, I beat both of those games. Platinum both of those games live on YouTube in front of everybody. Okay? You're sending the wrong message, but you're not correcting anybody. I do not see Jim Ryan and I do not see Herman Hulst ever coming out and saying, hey, just because we're putting these classic games on PC, it doesn't mean we're putting our new PS5 games over there day and date. I also don't see them. Damn, I fucking forgot what I was about to say. I don't see them. Like basically giving like early release dates or early release windows. They will give widespread statements, kind of like what Jim Ryan said, where, hey, we have a slate of PlayStation games coming over. A part of this statement, we're gonna put Days Gone over. That's actually acceptable looking back on it. Like, hey, you're gonna give a statement. You want to make sure you're following through with that fucking promise. So when you gave that statement, there was a game that you said was ready to go over there, and that was Days Gone. So you got Days Gone, and as a part of the announcement, we got the 2 super chats. I'm about to read them off. So with Days Gone is what you got with that is the game's coming out tomorrow.
It is?
Yeah. I
Oh,
don't
that's like
expect any more gameplay or screenshots from me for Days Gone. You want to know why? I don't want to confuse the news feed ever. Going forward, I spent my time playing Days Gone. I platinumed the game. I posted multiple screenshots and video clips. I've done my part. Now, I wish that I could tell other PlayStation fans to back the fuck up. Stop posting. Stop live streaming. I know they won't listen. Everybody has their own free will. What I want, right, is kind of like when everybody's dancing and people stop because the music stops, but there's still that one motherfucker that was jamming and he's dancing, and everybody gets to see how bad he's dancing. That's what I want to see. I want PlayStation fans to step back from Days Gone so we can see if the PC fanboys are actually going to support it. I already know the answer, but I still want to see. So we'll see tomorrow. Let me get to the super chats. And we're going to go with Rice Eater 79 first with the $5 super chat. I always supported devs for games I love. It's weird for people to brag about not buying games, then beg for PlayStation quality games on their PC or Xbox. Yeah, clowns. Okay. I mean, I agree with that one. You can't expect to get the best quality if you're not going to pay for it. So you shouldn't expect the best Halo ever from Halo Infinite. Just because it's the newest Halo does not mean it's going to be the best Halo. When you buy games, you should expect the next installment or the next project from a developer to get better. That's what we expect.
Yo, PushGrid made an article 30 minutes ago talking about should Sony have its own controller design lab.
Again, bro, chasing, it's a thing. It's a saying about chasing the dragon. When you're popping pills and shit. But I'm gonna say chasing the fucking clown. I don't think PlayStation need to be chasing behind every little fucking thing Xbox does. I don't give a fuck if they copy off of them years later. No, do your own thing. Evolution is a different thing. Eventually you were definitely going to get the cross game chat, but you didn't rush and do that shit on a PS3. Eventually you did when it was easy enough for you to do it and you had the hardware. But every little thing Xbox does, they don't need to do it. Why? You got so many third-party creators out here that are making custom controllers for people. I mean, there you go. Could you have your own lab and make money off of the controller designs? Yes, you could. But I don't know if that's where they want to put their money out or their revenue out right now. It doesn't look like they're that into that. Again, they release only 2 fucking colors after 6 months of the console being out. I mean, it is what it is. Let me get to the other super chat by my boy Game Over HD. Welcome back, man. It's always great to see you. One of the founding members of the early PlayStation Legion of gamers. You say, if it's a game that interests me, I'm buying it day one. Returnal, day one buy. Nier Replicant, day one. Resident Evil Village, day one. And it's been every first party exclusive that I want to play. I bought it. I bought day one, all of that. Okay, exactly, bro. That's what you want. That's what you want, man. When you have something that's of quality, you gotta get that shit day one. Let me tell you right now.
Oh, sure.
EA did see Mass Effect sales. Obviously, in the United States, we won't see it until the MPD, and when we do see it in the MPD, they don't break it down like GameIndustry.biz. They're not gonna break it down and say, hey, this percentage was PlayStation, this percentage was Xbox. Why? Because they don't want to point Xbox out like that. But that, by default, you can already know they don't buy fucking games. We don't need anybody to tell us that.
Yeah, you can see Mass Effect has always been synonymous with Xbox, but I don't know if you noticed, but I said it yesterday. The Xbox version of Mass Effect, the Legendary Edition, and quite a bit of perks for Xbox. For one, the 120 mode for backwards compatibility, that's obviously they pushed that because of it was able to do that, and also the file size on the Xbox is 81 gigs, right? The PS4 or 82 gigs. The PS5 version is 101 gigs. So they compressed for that game, but not for PlayStation.
You want to know why?
Right.
Because if they would have did it, the PlayStation version would have been better. We were just talking about this before you hopped in. We were just talking about Mass Effect not actually using any of the capabilities of the PS5. And what's really weird about it is, even though it's not an Xbox Series game, you would probably think it's an Xbox Series game because they're taking advantage of that hardware.
Even Digital Foundry shit, most of the video was all on the fucking Xbox.
And it's a win for Xbox, but like I told people yesterday, it's still a fucking remaster at the end of the day. I don't expect anything less. Now, when we talking about next-gen games where you're going to have to make the PS5 do what the PS5 can do, the PS5 will always come out on top. That's just how it is. You can do these little tricks to boost the shit of the older games. Do them. Do it as much as you want. Announce a boosted game every fucking day if you want. But when it comes to the next-gen games, you need to fix whatever it is going on with that. I don't know about the tools or whatever else they're looking for, like development kits. They need to fix that shit because PlayStation kicking that ass when it comes to fucking next-gen. I noticed that too because I saw a video clip on Twitter about the loading times. And when I saw that Xbox beat PlayStation in loading times, I already knew. I already fucking knew. I was like, yeah, they didn't take advantage of this. I knew they didn't take advantage of this. And I was like, oh, it's perfectly fine. Let them have a win. EA and them are very cozy. But let me tell you one thing. I guarantee you all that fucking cozying up didn't fucking matter because EA did not sell a lot of copies of Mass Effect. Not on Xbox. So you did all of that for Xbox for what?
So they got a talking point. Remember, Sony had Resident Evil, so they had we get Mass Effect.
It's not the same.
No, because
Resident Evil is still a bigger game, and even with the 120 edition, you barely stand at 120, and I'm looking at it right now, and you barely stand at motherfucking 60 frames. That shit all over the place for Xbox.
It's more stable on Xbox. The 60 frames mode, the quality mode, is more stable on Xbox too.
Let me see.
But it's not because it's more powerful, honestly. I just think that's the compatibility mode. What I mean by that is both of those games, well, I said Sony get Resident Evil because that's synonymous with PlayStation. But Mass Effect itself is synonymous with Xbox. It is.
Definitely. So I didn't expect anything different about Mass Effect. Like, they got history.
But it's funny, the last Mass Effect game that came out before this one, Andromeda, who marketed that?
I can't remember because I remember how bad it was.
Sony
did. Okay, yeah. And that was a bad one. That was a really, really bad Mass Effect.
So they're probably like, okay, this is the trilogy. We gotta market this shit with Xbox. And it makes sense. It does. To market it with the platform it started. I also hear Saints Row the Third remaster is getting re-released on PS5. Did you hear about that?
No.
Yeah, they got a trailer for this for PS5. Yeah, it's coming to PS5.
A trailer? Okay, let me go watch it. Well, I'm already on YouTube, so let me go watch it over here.
I have no idea why. So they wouldn't remaster every fucking Saints Row except the one everybody wants.
2 and 1.
No, one they can keep. Fuck them.
I mean, fuck. Even if you don't want to bring 1 over or remaster, that's cool. Just remake it. Remake the story of Saints Row with the catalyst of 1 as a starting point. Like remake it. Reimagine the original Saints Row. I'll go for that. I remember the first one had 4-player co-op. Every corridor you can enter, and I thought that was so fucking cool. I don't know if the game sold well on Xbox, but that was one of the ones I was jealous of, bro. Until we got Saints Row 2, I was pretty jealous of 1. And even though we got Saints Row 2 and it was so memorable, so awesome, It didn't have trophy support. So I was really upset. I have achieved so much on that game. There's no fucking record of me playing the game because I don't have. It didn't have trophy support. It fucking sucks. Um. So what we talked about is Xbox fans relying heavily on What is it? Starfield. Compared to Halo Infinite.
PS5. I'm like, wait, what the fuck drugs he on? Like,
Awesome. Awesome.
y'all thought you was legit on drugs this morning. Because I'm like, hold on. First he was late. This motherfucker was late first off. Now he putting up titles about killing PS5. I'm like, what drugs is JayTech on today? I really thought
I'm on Game Pass. I'm on that. That's what I'm on. Yeah, I'm on Game Pass.
Yeah, they got Game Pass. Oh, wow.
The dealer, you paying $50 more for it? Okay.
So yeah, I mean, so I told you yesterday. I don't know if you remember, but I said that I'm gonna dive into the wormhole of Xbox. So that's what we doing, bro. Like, so whatever they fucking say, we will be talking about the inner workings of the Xbox community and what it means going forward. But if they're looking at Bethesda being able to save Xbox and they're looking past Halo, that's a bad sign for Microsoft, because Microsoft invested so much money into Halo, and if they don't get the game that they believe is going to bring them a W this year, then guess what? They're not going to support the other one, and that other one is Halo. If they don't get Starfield, they're not going to support Halo. If they get Starfield, they're still not going to support Halo. So then, where are they going to look? The obvious areas: Battlefield, fucking Madden, and obviously Call of Duty. So all that money Microsoft's putting into fucking Halo Infinite, it's going to be very wasted. Not only are people definitely not going to ever buy the game because it's on Game Pass, they won't even be playing it as much as the other games. Think about it. If they're hyping up Starfield, even though we got a release window for Halo Infinite, how does that look? That means that they're more interested in Starfield. There's less information. There's less gameplay for Starfield compared to Halo Infinite. They're stepping over Halo Infinite and claiming that Starfield is their savior now. Bro, Saints Row was just so fucking dope. I hated 3 though. I hate they went like all cartoony and shit. I know they had to scale down on that budget, but I really like 1 and 2. 1 and 2 was where it was at.
3 was more. Believe it or not, even though they had 3D shit, it's like Saints Row 3 was like a real 3D, like real people, like the models and everything. Everything was like more 3D, like.
You talking about 2 or you talking about 3?
3 already feel like they made more like people, like.
Oh, like, I mean, like they might have, but it looks so bulky to me, man. It just looks so. It looked chunky, man. It just didn't. It looked kind of rubbery. It's like it was a video game. Obviously, you knew it was, but it was like it was more like, hey, let's make fun of this and let's make jokes of this. It wasn't like I didn't want it to follow in the footsteps of like Grand Theft Auto and be super realistic. But I rather the style they had from Saints Row 2 and improve upon those visuals and graphics.
That's what I want for Saints Row 5. It's to follow the route of Saints Row 2.
I think you might.
That Saints Row makes Saints Row what it is.
Bro, I'm telling you, Saints Row better than GTA, man, for a long time. Like, I'm telling you, Saints Row.
No, it is. It is. I agree.
By the way, let me ask you guys a question. You guys know who Snake Eyes is of G.I. Joe, the Black Ninja?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They just showed off a trailer, and guess what? The movie's coming out in July. This is the first time they're showing off the trailer this morning, and the movie's coming out in July. This is what I was talking about things being ready. But it wasn't the right time to put out the movie or rush it. Or the video game. Why? Because COVID restrictions. Now the restrictions are lifting. Games might actually be showing off that people wanted to hold back on.
But that's what I'm saying though, James. I've been said that though. That's how that's been how Bethesda works though.
Not
I know you're
Bethesda.
talking about.
Fuck Bethesda. I'm talking about PlayStation.
Oh, I
Bethesda,
thought you were talking about. You were talking
Bethesda
about
gonna
Starfield.
no Bethesda. If you told me that about Bethesda, but you said that was already their style because they did that with Fallout 4, right? Then you
Mm-hmm.
tell me they did that. Okay, well that doesn't that what their style is does not. It's not what I'm talking about because they did that before the fucking COVID. I'm talking about other people in a comparison with the movie industry. They having their
Mm-hmm.
movies ready and they were going to delay them until next year. But since the COVID restrictions have lifted, they're like,
Yeah.
oh, let's bring this shit out now. So PlayStation, people that have shit that we know they're holding back on, they're comfortable enough to
Oh,
even talk about 25 games in development. Well, we know PlayStation ain't like Xbox. They ain't gonna just talk. If they're
they gonna show.
cocky enough to fucking say that number, you know there's gonna be some games being shown in the next month.
Oh,
I think it's
I
really
swear.
important that the restrictions go away, the COVID restrictions. Again, I might sound like a fucking grown ass adult, but I am. Wear your fucking mask. If you want to do the vaccine, you need to do the vaccine so shit can get back to normal. It impacts everybody. It impacts the movie industry. It impacts the video game industry. Do your fucking part. So now we see the movies are already made and they're just going to drop these movies because they're like, hey, restrictions are lifting. Shit's getting good. Let's release this movie. I'm like, whoa, hold on, bro. I didn't even know fucking Snake Eyes was even in development. And I think we're going to see that type of reaction from June. We're going to be looking at like, oh shit. I didn't even know that this PlayStation exclusive was in development. You're showing it now? We didn't even hear no words from it. We didn't hear shit about it. I think we about to be fucking blown away, man. We about to be blown the fuck away. And this is not the fucking this is not the first time I saw this with the movie industry. I saw this with Black Widow. They were gonna put Black Widow all the way at the end of the year. What did they do? They pushed it all the way up. It's coming out in July as well. The same month as fucking Snake Eyes. Because the restrictions are going away. Establishments are opening up. I can see a parallel between the game industry and the movie industry of games being ready and being pushed forward or pushed back depending on how COVID is affecting our lives and the way we purchase games. And that's something that I think we all should pay attention to. I think if COVID was bad, they would have pushed Ratchet and Clank back, or if they didn't see the sales that they wanted to see from the console side for the PS5, they would have pushed Ratchet and Clank back.
I think pre-orders are up for that game. That's why they are. That's why they're releasing.
No, I know they released it because the PS5 is looking good. It's at over 8 million at that point in time, probably close to 10 or 9 million. It's the right thing, but it's just so much we don't know about PlayStation, and I'm not worried or anything. It's just that people should look at what's going on with the movie industry. They obviously had these movies in development, and the movie industry has been doing this for a while though. Like an actor will film a movie and finish a movie, and it'll be like so many years ago, and you see the movie coming out on Netflix or something like that, and the motherfucker said, "Hey, I did that shit years ago. Like I'm getting money from it, but I did it years ago. That's not something I just fucking did last year." And again, we're learning from these game developers. It might be that same case, like Adam was alluding to. Horizon being done and a play phase, meaning that
Yep.
when they show it, it's gonna be in such a playable state that if they wanted to, they could release it. Sometimes developers push games back because they want to make room. I know PlayStation has done this. They push games back because they want to make room for some of their other games, or they push it forward because they don't have something. I could see a scenario happen like that for Last of Us multiplayer where that game could be placed this year because they have a spot open, or obviously God of War is not going to make it this year, or Last of Us multiplayer could be placed in the very beginning of next year, and then God of War be placed around April or something. I don't think any gamer would mind. The thing is, they have games, and it's really up to them where they want to place it and when they want to announce it. But if they're gonna give us a
Actually,
number, which is something they've never done before, they're gonna show us a shitload of a lot next month.
actually, do you think um the Last of Us what you call it, the multiplayer? Do you think that's gonna be multi-platform,
Yeah.
multi-console?
Yes.
Um, from all the rumors, I don't want to tell you anything because I don't want to take L's. I know a lot of people to take L's because they read the rumor, they hear a rumor, and then they say what they think the rumor is, and then they take a big ass L. I'm not one of those people, so I'm not taking fucking L's. So the
Over the
rumors say that it's gonna be multiplat. It's gonna be day
No, I'm
and
not talking
date.
about multi. I'm not talking about multi. I mean like multi-console, like
I
PS4 and
would
PS5.
believe it would definitely be PS4 and PS5, and that's enough to cover any type of loss they
no,
think they would. I
it's,
think that if you add the PC in the mix, I think it's a very cancerous, toxic mix because they are gods compared to us. They can dive into games, they can hack shit. This is the problem with Call of Duty being free to play and also being cross-play with the PC community. It was also a problem with Rocket League when it first showed up that people stopped doing cross-play with PC and just started doing games with the PlayStation Network. So I want them to think twice before they do that, but I think they're all right releasing it on PS4 and PS5. Perfectly all right. It's, I mean, you look again. Last number I think we're sitting at is 100 million PS4 consoles out there in the wild. We're sitting around 8 or 9 million on a PS5. By the end of the year, we should be over 10 million, almost close to 15 million consoles. So I definitely believe you don't need to release that game on PC. But PS4 and PS5 is definite. Now, if they don't put it on PS4 and PS5 and they only put it on PS5, that means that they're going to be adding something into the game that definitely would make it stand out far away from Uncharted 4. So, and Uncharted 4 looks good, but they could have definitely did better on the multiplayer. But the multiplayer was attached to the single player. This time around, I think they can do so much by making a standalone multiplayer game, which is
Well,
what we know
I
they're
think that's
making.
what it's gonna be though.
Yeah, so if they're going to do a standalone multiplayer game, I definitely believe they can do a PS4, PS5 release, and it's going to look and play very, very well. You might want to split the servers if you're not going to have that shit running at 60 frames on PS4, but I do believe they're going to try their power to make it run 60 frames because they did the same thing. They made Uncharted 4 multiplayer mode with 60 frames. I know that normal PS4s had it at 900p 60 frames. PS4 Pro upped it to 1080p 60 frames. So they kept the 60 frames no matter what PlayStation console you had, and I believe they would do the same thing for the Last of Us Part 2 multiplayer. The thing is, we haven't heard a lot of it. And I believe they're keeping it under wraps because when they show it off, they know it's going to be a big fucking bang. Like, everybody's going to be talking about it. There's going to be so many screenshots, so much hype. It's something that people forgot, but people were so excited about. So, it's a strategic thing. Like I'm saying, they have things ready. They've been working on things. We haven't got any bits of updates on some of these big projects that we have names for, but it really is more strategic of when they want to show it and how they want to show it.
so you read your super chat
Let me see.
from Game Over HD?
Oh, wait up. Let me see this. Game Over HD with a $5 super chat. Xbox marketing is not adding up on the PS4 until now because we can see every marketing deal that Xbox had. PlayStation is taking the most sales. I mean, I don't know what you're trying to say, but I agree with I think you're saying that Xbox has marketing deals. They gotta have certain games play better on Xbox, but in the end, the game is still gonna sell better on PlayStation. Is that what he's trying to say?
That's what he's.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I noticed that. And we talked about this yesterday on the Sunday show. This is eventually getting the upfront money for Game Pass or contracts. It's going to go out the window. It's going to be like It don't matter, bro. These motherfuckers over here buying our games. We're making way more money. Like, why not even Why are we partnering up with you when we could partner up with them? Get that contract money for marketing. Get that contract money to possibly get early DLC, and we're getting fucking game sales over here. Like, that's a win-win. There are a lot of developers that are doing that, but some developers believe it is a win-win by taking the Game Pass contract, having the game also release on Xbox with the ability to purchase, as well as have it on PC and PlayStation. Again, I don't know a game that was on Game Pass and so equal to that of the game on PlayStation. Because the gamer is always going to say, I'm just going to play it on Game Pass. If they have Game Pass and they know it's on Game Pass, they're not going to go out their way to pay for the game. So the developer thinks that they're going to get like a 2-for-1 deal, but you're only getting a 1-for-1 deal. You get that contract money for Game Pass, but the Xbox fans are not going to buy your games after that. They're just going to play it on Game Pass. So,
yo, moderators is wilding.
What happened?
Your moderators are wilding in the chat. Like,
they're wilding. Hey, bro, they do what they need to do, bro.
They do what they do.
Get up more.
Bro, we got this dude that keeps coming in here using an old picture of my face. I got tons of pictures on Facebook and Instagram. And I like that you have this one old picture from probably over 10 years ago. Please tell me that's not fucking weird. That's a little weird. Yeah, he has a picture as his profile picture from over 10 years ago. That's an old image of mine. Very, very old.
That's some homo shit.
I mean, the people that come after me are very weird. You guys have a lot of time on your side, man. Truly, like, let's
That's some homo shit, bro.
Hey, bro, I mean, that's the power of the cloud right there. You know, that's the power of the fucking cloud.
I don't want that cloud. I'm good. That's some weird people, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck are the people that are chasing you over, bro? It's crazy. I don't know what's wrong with them.
What's wrong with them? Well, they believe that if they do the classic form of cyberbullying, I will go away, and that there won't be a PlayStation person that will tell the truth. So they don't want me to do what I do because what I do hurts them. They don't want certain things to be known. They don't want me to talk freely. And they want me to go away.
That's not cyberbullying.
Again, exactly. They think that pressure will be like, oh, it'll be too much for him. He's gonna go anytime now. Jay's just gonna give up. Yeah, he's gonna give up. Nah, bro. Most of these motherfuckers been doing this shit for years, man. I think when I called the PC fans out for port begging, it was 2016. So from 2016 to 2021, that's about 5 years. Some of them been coming after me. It's been a long fucking time. Let's continue. Sorry for the sidetracking with these weirdos. But yeah. So yeah, that's something that's gonna keep happening. I mean, you're looking. That's how we're looking at it. We got marketing money, right? Let's look at Scarlet Nexus. That has the marketing deal. It's marketed for Xbox. The demo is first on Xbox. The demo will come to PlayStation. But PlayStation had the same deal with Resident Evil. All the demos were first on PlayStation. Then they went other places. And I don't know if the commercials were only PlayStation. But I know that we had the marketing deal for Resident Evil because we had PlayStation people that were talking about the history of Resident Evil, which is perfectly fine because Resident Evil did start on PlayStation 1, and then we got the demos early. There's no backstory with Namco Bandai and Microsoft because Namco Bandai was putting their games on PlayStation long before Xbox even was a thing. But they paid for the marketing because they know they don't have a huge presence in Japan. So they paid for the marketing for Scarlet Nexus, which already has an anime and is heavily influenced by anime, to make it seem like that they should be likable in Japan, but it's not going to work. Why? Because PlayStation has a bigger fish.
That's not
PlayStation's
how you
big
become
fish is Square
likable in
Enix.
Japan. That's not how you become likable in Japan, though.
But hold on, True Witty. You didn't hear my little speech that they put themselves beside somebody that is producing games, whether they're small indie developers or they're big AAA developers, so they can seem like they're doing good. They believe that
Wow.
it will put their value up. So in layman's terms, they will contract small indie games to be on Game Pass because it makes them look good. All they care about is what makes them look good. They will get bigger AAA games to try to be on Game Pass. If they can't put them on Game Pass, they will try to get the marketing. If they can't get the marketing, it's a lost cause. But they don't want to give up looking good. So they will continue to chase down any small, medium-sized, and sometimes big games on Game Pass. They just want to look good. It's not really about getting their gamer to buy the game. If so, Game Pass will be a 1 hour test subscription. Instead of you get the service, you can play the game as much as you want.
That is actually true. They do need that. They do need that.
They
Let's be
do need
honest.
it, but
That's
they
what they
don't have
needed.
it. And because they don't have it, you're not making a lot of money off of game sales on Xbox because nobody's really incentivized on buying a game. You're incentivized on not buying games over there. Game Pass is giving off the vibes of, hey, you subscribe, you get to play as many games as you want. You don't ever have to buy a game ever again. That's the only part of the advertisement that they have not said. They have not publicly said that when you have Game Pass, you probably should stop buying games because you're going to have so many great games on Game Pass. You don't need to buy games anymore. They have not said that. And I think if they publicly said it, they would piss off a lot of their investors. Well, not their investors, a lot of third-party developers that work with them. But third-party developers, indie developers, mid-tier developers, they need to be upset because that's their eventuality. Is that once you, the developer, the studio, puts a game on Game Pass, that gamer will remember you, and they will expect every other project that you produce to go to Game Pass. That means you will never make money off of the Xbox community. And as time goes on, more Xbox gamers will subscribe to Game Pass and stop buying games. And the split that we've been looking at from the UK sales chart week after week of, what was it, Resident Evil was like 80% on PlayStation, and then we got Mass Effect 68% on PlayStation. You're going to get bigger splits to the point that 90% of the game sales in the UK sales chart will be on PlayStation, and then the rest will be on PC and Xbox. At this point, we don't know what the split is between PC and Xbox because PC sales are never publicly disclosed because it's hard to disclose digital-only sales. They haven't found a metric for doing that yet. But whenever they do...
They do the Steam charts. That's the only thing.
Yeah, but it's never in the GameIndustry.biz because it's not 100% accurate, you know? Even though they do the Steam charts, it's not accurate. So we never really know what the split is between Xbox and PC. We know the split between PlayStation and Xbox and PC on the PlayStation side of gamers that purchase a game, but we don't know what PC and Xbox are fighting over, what percentage they're fighting over. I would expect that Xbox. And that's
the thing. I don't know why.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
I mean, sometimes we do get a percentage for Xbox, but with Mass Effect, all they said was 68% was on PS4, and then I think they said the rest was on Xbox. But I don't think all of it was on Xbox because Mass Effect is a series that PC fans like. So I'm pretty sure they also went out to support the game.
PC fans did buy it. So I would say more 60.
Wait. Let me ask you a question though. Isn't that like a double negative though? Because Xbox, negative? Because I'm thinking Xbox is a platform that has backwards compatibility, right? So you already had access to play older Mass Effect. So why would you go buy the new one? Do you think EA kind of fucked themselves over?
No. It's because the new one has updated graphic.
Yeah, but
The
if you're
graphics are
already
updated.
spoiled by Game Pass, why would you go out and buy a $60 remaster when because it's
Because
by
that remaster
EA,
is not
like
in
but
Game
it's
Pass.
by EA, they're expecting EA to put every single game on Game Pass. And I'm letting you know, this is a prime example. You know where I'm going with this. You know where I'm going.
Yeah.
I don't think the new Battlefield is going straight to Game Pass day and date. I don't think it's going straight to Game Pass
Hey
day and
man.
date. I
No.
do believe, I do believe we will see a reverse on marketing. The marketing for Call of Duty will stay with PlayStation, and the marketing for Battlefield, as it should, go to Xbox.
Isn't it already?
Huh?
It's already with Xbox.
I mean, I didn't recognize it because I haven't. I mean, I love Battlefield, but I have not recognized the marketings with Xbox. I have to see like a commercial or something. But
That's ironic. It's like a switch of the PS era. Literally, Battlefield was more, even though like it's a PC game, console wise, it's more it was with
Hmm.
PlayStation, and Call of Duty was with Xbox. Now it's reversed.
I think I can see a nice summer console war battle, and I cannot wait. Where PlayStation, we're gonna get the beta for Call of Duty, and they're gonna put out the beta for Battlefield over there. But I think EA needs to really look down at these sales reports because yes, you can do the marketing deal with Xbox, but you don't want to alienate the PlayStation fan base too much because we're the people that's really gonna be buying your games. You know.
We're the only ones buying the game.
I know. It's just. I mean, it is. There you go. That's that double negative. Let me partner up with Xbox because the other guys are doing Call of Duty, but y'all motherfuckers ain't gonna get any brownie points. They not gonna want to buy your game after you partner up with them.
Yo, wait a minute. Well, I feel like this shit is a setup low key by Microsoft partners. Sony people buy the game, the Microsoft just gives them a little money to put it on Game Pass, and they both win.
I mean, it is a
Maybe.
win-win, but
Maybe.
but a good amount of those studios are expecting to get something from the individual sales, and they're not. Like
That's the thing. You
that's the
want
thing, bro.
you
Like
want everyone wants to get paid. Don't get it twisted.
so when we're talking
Everyone wants to
about
get paid.
like they want to get a 2-for-1, they all right taking a Game Pass contract money, but they also expecting that those gamers go out and buy their games. It's weird for a studio to even think that. Once you put that game on Game Pass, you can say goodbye to your game sales. You're not getting that shit. You got your money for the contract. You might as well be happy with whatever stragglers on Xbox community still don't have Game Pass that might want to buy your game. But you can't be mad that your game ain't selling on Xbox because it's on Game Pass. And if you are mad, you need to go back and research what Game Pass is. Then maybe you won't put your game on there anymore. Like I'm hoping they're not blinded by the money. The bigger developers. We're not talking about the indie developers. From what I've heard, the Game Pass helps the indie developers because it helps them get out to a wider audience, but it's not always guaranteed. Again, Netflix has a lot of shit on their fucking service that I've never watched.
It's not even a wider audience for the indie developers because the thing is they get paid more than what they normally would have if they actually just sold the game. That's the difference. But when you're a AAA developer, they're not getting as much as you think. That's the difference.
Yo, I made some chicken nuggets from scratch, bro. Oh my god.
I can't. I could see this. Like I said, I see it helping small developers, but what about the big ones? What about the big ones continue to make?
It's not going to help them for a long time. No, it's not.
No, because the next project that they come out with, nobody's buying your game if because they're expecting to be on Game Pass. So that hurts you in the future. Even the small developers. Let's say you got the attention you wanted, and that also leads to a bigger budget because of the contract money for Game Pass. Well, the next project you feel that people should pay for, but they looking at you like you're a dumbass because they're like, hey, you put your first project over here on Game Pass. You're going to have to put that shit over here on Game Pass or we're not going to play it because we're not going to buy it.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing. That's what I'm saying.
I don't
Google's
know if we
giving.
I don't know if we fell for that net yet though, True Woody. Because I can't give you an
No,
estimate of certain developers that
yeah,
have
it's
put
not.
in so many
There's.
games over there. But I think in the years going forward, about 3 years from now, there will be developers that have released more than one game on Game Pass, and that follow up that's not on Game Pass won't be on Game Pass and it won't sell on Xbox. And maybe they understand. I don't want them to make any excuses. If your game's not selling on Xbox, but your first game was on Game Pass, the reason why your second game isn't selling is because it's not on Game Pass. They don't want to buy your fucking game. They want to play your game for free, or at least brag about it for free.
Trust me.
That's what they want. They want to use that shit on an argument against a PlayStation fan in the comment sections of Twitter and say, hey, this game's on Game Pass. Like, it's sad for a developer to have their game used in an argument during the console war, but their game's not taken seriously enough to even play, even though it's on Game Pass. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up, man.
Yeah, that's like, why buy a service just to practice free? You know what I mean? That's pathetic. If you're really cheap, it's just stupid.
I want to read this rumor off again. Take this rumor with 3 dumpsters full of salt. 3 dumpsters full of salt. Final Fantasy 16 won't be out before Forspoken, likely after April 2022. This is coming from twistedvoxel.com. Again, you don't have to regard that, but take it with a grain of salt. I see Final Fantasy 16 being pushed back. I could see it being pushed back too.
Yeah.
It didn't look like it was ready last year. Like I mean, it was good, it was pretty, but a lot of gamers, myself included, saw some areas where that does not look like a PS5 game.
It wasn't the graphics necessarily. It was just the way it was presented.
Maybe it was the engine or something, but I think they could work on the visuals a little bit more. And again, like I was just saying, games will be pushed back because people are waiting for a better sales projection, and you get better sales projection when your console is out there and available to more people. So it doesn't mean it might not be ready. It might mean they're just waiting for a certain amount of people to own a PS5 to release that game. I can see God of War obviously the same exact way. They don't want to release God of War this year, even if they could, because it's not enough systems.
It's not enough out there.
Yeah.
But okay, do you think that's do you think it's a good thing for them to alter the system? Because apparently they want to do that.
You think it's a good thing to do what?
Alter the system.
If it means you can get more consoles out there, do it. From what I understand, they're altering the chip we were talking about.
CPU.
Yeah, so
CPU.
I don't know. I can't confirm or deny because I don't know. All I know is that they're doing something so they can produce more systems. That's why they're redesigning. It's not physical, it's internal. And they want to make sure they can get more PS5.
Okay, but that chip that chip, the thing is it looked good because that chip won't take anything away from the
power. Nick is saying they're going to change the chip.
Yeah, the CPU, but that won't take anything away from power though. That's the thing.
I don't care. Me personally, I don't care. I don't care about that I'm just saying, hear me out. I don't care because if it means you can produce more systems for more gamers, do it. Take the risk. I don't care. Take the risk. Do it. Do it now. Redesign that shit now.
There,
So that's my opinion. That's my take. If anybody has a question, you can ask that question 8 times. I will tell you. Ask it 8 billion times. I will tell you do it. Redesign the PS5 so you can produce more systems. There are a lot of people on the PS4 that want to migrate to the PS5 and they can't. Do it. Do what
That
you
is
need to
true.
do.
But I doubt they'll do anything to make the system any less powerful. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, you know, the tech analysts will be the
Redesign the
deciding
PS5.
factor of that.
It's gonna be the same fucking size.
Yeah, listen, Mark said he knows what he's doing. If he's gonna redesign, he knows what to take on and
He's not gonna take anything out.
he knows what he's doing,
He's
right?
not gonna take it out. Just things that are needed to be bigger is gonna be smaller now. That's it.
Yeah, he's gonna use it. What's been going around is they want to use a 6 nanometer chip,
Uh-huh.
and I don't honestly see a issue with that.
It's
It's not
not.
gonna make the system.
Make it
Yeah, it's
faster.
not gonna make the system weak. That's the thing.
It's gonna do quite the opposite, bro. Remember, they have higher clock speeds too. They're gonna get more performance per clock with less.
Exactly.
So does anybody think, because I'm seeing the patents for the new PSVR, obviously it will be shown off this June event. Again, we're in one of the 2 weeks. So we have this week and we have next week, and then we're in June.
Yeah.
I only work 4 days this week because I'm off on Thursday. I might definitely go into work on Friday, but I might not. The second dose of the vaccine I'm taking on Thursday. So I think that
That's good.
PlayStation will continue to talk throughout this week and next week, specifically because you still have to sell people on Ratchet and Clank, which is coming out in the beginning of June. So whether it's something else or Ratchet and Clank,
Sell me on that.
no, I know, but just the casuals. There's so many casuals just lying about this and that, and they have to sell individuals that listen to falsehoods and lies, and that's what you do. You know, they're not even worried about the hardcore gamers. They're worried about idiots listening to people like Review Tech USA about the resolution. So
yeah, that is true.
again, remember, the game went gold before they talked about the different resolution settings. And Adam was alluding to people would be surprised about what the resolution settings will be on Ratchet and Clank.
Yo, what's up?
What's going on, Briggs?
Yeah, I believe it will be high. I believe it will be high.
Yeah, I think it'll be high, but you know, it doesn't matter what the game is, how big it is. You got the game coming out in 2 weeks, or the month that the game is coming out is in 2 weeks, you're going to talk about that game. However, I think there will be other things that will be talked about between this week and next week from PlayStation. It could be updates. It could be firmware. They could be giving us some information on the SSDs that they were supposed to unlock in June. So, again, PlayStation's still going to have more information to share with us than Xbox will. And again, they had their fake 20th anniversary last week. So we'll see.
Fake 20th anniversary. Oh my God.
I'm just looking through Twitter. I'm not seeing any major. Okay, here we go. I'm just reading this off. You take it how you want to take it. WB Games is being broken up in new merger between Warner Brothers and Discovery. So something's happening with Warner Brothers and Discovery, and if I'm not mistaken, Discovery is a section on Disney Plus, and that's what I was reading earlier about.
Isn't
Discovery
like a documentary channel?
Yeah. You know, but it's on Disney Plus, so I thought that they owned Discovery, but it seems like they didn't own Discovery. And I heard something this morning that there'll be a spin-off of one of the streaming services. I think it's Disney Plus or HBO, and that's just weird.
What does 2K? What does 2K have to?
What would WB have to do with? Yeah, WB Games have to do with Warner Brothers, because Warner Brothers.
I'm not talking about Warner Bros. I'm talking about what does it have to do with Discovery?
Because they're merging. They're merging together. Warner Brothers and Discovery is merging together, so it's shaking up the company. So WB Video Games is gonna be kind of situated around. So I don't know. I mean, it's so weird. I don't know how good or bad WB is doing, but I hope they're all right. You know, but I think it's more of a
I swear, someone should have
it's
bought
more
them.
of a we'll find out later type of situation. But
They should have stayed. They should have stayed on the market.
WB games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but you already know you would have got the answer you didn't want. So I'm glad they weren't on. Microsoft would have picked them up if they would have stayed on the market. Remember, that was the time where Microsoft was buying up everybody. They would have like they tried to buy up Discord because they heard deals were being made with PlayStation. Who knows what they heard was going on with PlayStation and WB?
Yeah, but you got to. It's like this, right? I don't want Microsoft to pick them up, but I don't also want them to go away because Warner Bros has a lot of IPs, bro.
Jay, I'll be back.
Okay. I mean, I don't want them to be picked up by Microsoft either because they have a lot of IPs that I would like to play. So I'm actually happy that they're not on the market. So I know you said they should have stayed on the market, but if they would have stayed on the market, the wrong person would have purchased them, which would have not been good news for gamers like me and you that like to play some of their other games. So, I mean, again, that's what happens. Like a parent has a kid and they want a divorce, or they want to divorce and then marry somebody else, so that kid is going to be taken for a loop. And that's really the gist of it. It's like WB Games is going to be shaken up because Warner Brothers is marrying this Discovery. And it's just a normal thing. We don't know what it means for their gaming sector yet, but I'm hoping by the end of the year we will find out. Briggs, since you're here, can you give us some insight on the development of Starfield? I want to know more about what that means.
Well, I don't know why people are excited over this game because we have seen nothing from it. So why should you be excited?
We saw a logo, and I think we saw 4 or 5 different leaked images.
And I saw the leaked images. I was like, okay. I wasn't.
Okay, so Greedfall, the gold edition, was just announced for $40. Please stay away from that game. We had it on PlayStation Plus, and that game was that shit was dog shit. That's why I always sit up there and say, not everybody needs to make games, bro. Not everybody needs to make games. That's prime example.
Oh, jeez. Yo, that game is dog shit. Dude, nigga. Like, get away from that shit.
But it just, to me, like, it's just like, you even from the screenshots, why should they generate excitement? It was basically the characters staring at a wall.
You want to know why? You want to know why it's excitement? Because they don't have anything.
They don't have no games. Yeah, exactly. But the thing is with me, it's like, when I looked at those screenshots, I was like, those screenshots did not look good. From what we've seen, those screenshots did not look good. So, I'm sorry, but it's the truth. And for the people that are saying, like, this is going to be the best game or whatever, no. I don't think so, because I'm sorry, but Bethesda games are usually buggy, rushed messes. That's the truth.
You're right.
That's the truth.
Okay, we got an update 5 hours ago. Watch Dogs Legion is getting a 60 frames per second performance mode, arriving with the next generation update on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. So if you still play or care about Watch Dogs Legion, you should know that a next generation update is on its way, and it will provide you with the ability to play the game in 60 frames per second on a PS5. So there you go.
They can go fuck off with that. They should have had that from start.
I know. Like, Ubisoft is regarded as a part of the big 3 developers. Activision, EA, and they say Ubisoft, right? I don't think so. They're the weakest link that could be exchanged for another developer any fucking time. I just don't regard them as a part of the big 3 AAA developers that are third party. What do you say? EA, Activision. Who else could you put in there? Who could be the third one? Not Ubisoft. Activision, EA, and who else?
2K. 2K.
No.
I mean, not 2K. Take Two.
No, I don't even want to say
They-
them. You could put them up there, but I'm talking about they always producing multi-platform shit. They up there.
Yeah, they are producing multi-platform shit. Bro,
ain't there
they're
somebody
always
else?
producing games.
Star Guardian also said 2K. Is there nobody else? I guess it's 2K then, or Take Two. They the dudes that do Rockstar, right? They own Rockstar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, they own Rockstar.
I guess we could say they're regarded as the big three. I guess.
And they own the company that makes the Borderlands series.
Oh, if
They're
we
not-
have any
they're-
of the
they're-
trolls here that are leaving the dislikes, I would like you to help me out. I want to do a little study. Actually, I help myself out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a screenshot of the tied up dislikes and likes, because I see we got 52 likes and 52 dislikes.
What?
No, that's a good thing. I'm going to take a screenshot, and then after the stream, we're going to see that if YouTube keeps the dislikes. And if YouTube doesn't keep the dislikes, I'm once again going to rub it in the face of all the trolls and haters that keep doing this weird old practice of spamming the dislikes. I'm letting you guys know how outdated. It's so outdated that YouTube takes your fucking shit away. That's how outdated it is. Like, you guys...
It makes no sense.
No, it's just some childish fucking shit they do. It's not really important. Let me go take a screenshot of that.
Man, hit that like button. Fight them, man.
No, don't fight. Don't. No. This is what they like to do for fun. They don't.
Yeah,
They're
but
not doing anything else.
It's just weird, bro. It's weird, bro. I've never seen something like this though. It's creepy, bro.
It's creepy, but hey, this is what they. That's what they about now, man. You think they care about what's right or what's wrong? They don't give a fuck.
Not even what's right or wrong. It's just weird.
They don't care about being weird. These motherfuckers look at animal porn, man. You think they care? They don't care, bro.
Animal porn.
They do. They be looking at animated animal porn. Like, they have these muscular animal humanoids that have sex, and it just be some weird shit, man. Like, they on some weird shit, man. Y'all don't even know the shit that I've seen, you know, dealing with the PC community, bro. Like, I don't even know what I want to call them. I don't want to disrespect real PC gamers by saying PC community. Maybe I'll call them new generation PC community or toxic PC community. I don't know. It's just, man. The motherfuckers that run around parading as PC fans are weird, man. Y'all can keep doing the dislike thing. That's cool. I already took the screenshot. So if YouTube does take away the dislikes, that means the majority of the dislikes are spammed by accounts that people don't normally use. And YouTubers keep tracks of you guys. Why? Because they have a message on your channel. And the message on your channel is this channel does not have any content. So if you go to your own channel and it says you do not have any content, you know, that's just how it is, man. Have fun though. Let's see if we can get another topic. Witcher 2 has turned 10 years old today, but they still have not issued a remaster or remake of Part 2 or Part 1, which look like complete dog shit compared to the third one. This is Witcher 2, Assassins of Kings, turns 10 years old today.
Listen, they were supposed to do it. They forget a remaster. They were supposed to do a freaking PS5 upgrade for The Witcher 3.
They are.
That yet.
They're doing it next year.
Put it this way, they bro, they ain't even got
I know they don't have Cyberpunk fixed and anything, but
so, like,
even though I think it would be good for them, since they are hyping up The Witcher 3, even to this very day, to let people actually know what The Witcher is about. Aside from the Netflix series that I really did enjoy, I would really want them to remake Witcher 1 and 2, which, because they're so outdated, and I know they won't. And they're the only fucking people that don't do that shit.
Is that worth it to them to split up even development even more? Because
right now, no, but a couple years ago they should have. It was the proper thing. You got to think about it. We're gonna hype up the third installment. The third installment is the best one. It's the best. It's the best. But you don't know. Nobody knows about the first and the second one. The first
Also-
one was never on Xbox. The second one was on Xbox, but most Xbox fans don't remember it because they didn't even play it. So to be honest, most of the people hyping up
they
the third,
didn't, but
yeah, but hear me out. Most of the people hyping up the third installment never played the first and second.
that's true. Cause that's still
Run,
PC
you run
exclusive.
around the internet real quick and ask people how many people like Witcher 3, and then ask them how many of you played Witcher 1 and 2, and I guarantee you all of them will say they never played 1 and 2. It's important for them to do a remake. I know they're understaffed. I know they fucked themselves over. They have to do the next gen update for part 3. They have to fix Cyberpunk, but it's the proper thing to do if you want to go forward hyping up the third installment to remaster or remake the first and second one so people can really know more about Witcher.
They claim they got another one coming.
Yeah. I
Another
think
Witcher.
that a developer like them can do that because you got Insomniac doing all types of crazy shit. So making
but that's a difference in quality. Though. Come on, there's a difference. One's have better quality than the other.
Also, you know that game It Takes Two, right?
Yep.
You guys need to fucking play that game. You guys.
Yeah, but you literally need someone to continuously play that. Like that's
No,
that's
because
the thing.
I've been playing that game and that shit is crazy. That shit, that game is so fucking good. Yeah, that game's just really good.
Yo,
What's up, True Eddie?
yeah. What you say now? Disco kind of kicked me out.
Oh, I was just saying, like, that game is fucking phenomenal. People need
Yeah,
to play
I keep hearing that, but you need two people. You need two people.
Exactly, but I'm just saying, if you have people to play with, please pick that game up because that game is phenomenal. That game is so fucking good. I honestly think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a game of the year contender. Honestly,
There's a lot. There's gonna be a lot. There's
like,
gonna be a lot.
like the thing is, there's a lot of already game of the year contenders this year. You got It Takes Two, you got Returnal, you got I would think Resident Evil Village. I would say that's a game of the year contender because that's a fucking game. And then most likely Ratchet and Clank is going to be up there. And then what other?
Definitely.
And then probably Kena when that comes out, and then probably Horizon when it comes out this year. So
That's if it comes out in time.
it's definitely coming out this year because Sony does need.
No, I said in time.
Yeah, but I'm just saying this year is such a good year for PlayStation 5. Such a good year.
Can I win indie?
Yeah, I believe Kena could definitely there's just
Kenna will win indie.
so many great games.
Oh, it's nuts. It's crazy.
Yeah, but
this year's gonna be lit.
I'm just saying, people. I didn't finish It Takes Two yet. I haven't finished it yet, but I feel like I'm getting close. But people, please pick that game up. That game deserves
Trust me, I want to. I just don't want to play the.
Yeah, because that game is. I honestly, based on how much quality that game gives you, I honestly could be mistaken like it was by a PlayStation studio. Honestly, because of how much quality is in that game. The game is so good. So good. If EA didn't own that publisher, I would say for Sony to pick them up. Honestly.
Who are they exactly?
It's the people who made A Way Out, the Joseph Ferris people.
Oh.
Yeah, because It Takes Two is such a fucking good game. And anybody says like, I'm just saying that game is not a game for a child. I'm just gonna say that right now because there is some adult content in that game. I'm just saying, there's some crazy content in that game.
How much is that? How much is in there?
For what exactly?
You said there's a lot of that in there. How much exactly?
Oh, there's there's some cursing in the game. There's some cursing. And there's some very
That's in almost everything.
there's some very dark moments in the game. I'll just say that there's some very dark.
Okay.
One of the moments
Hey,
I
man.
controller down because I was like, I'm not gonna do this. This is fucking bullshit. It was that bad. I was like, they're literally gonna make me do this. I was like, this is crazy. But the
Hey,
level
man.
design, the gameplay, the graphics are fucking crazy in the game. I don't know how they made that game look that good. I did not expect that from EA. I'm saying that right now. Again, I thought this could have been my PlayStation.
EA, I swear, EA can surprise you when they.
I'm glad you guys are talking to the wall because I left out for 85 hours.
Oh,
What's going on?
Left off for 85
Yeah.
hours.
What's going on, bro?
Jay, I'm telling you, I was talking to True Witty here. Jay, pick up It Takes Two by EA.
I don't. It's not that I don't want to. I feel that when I do pick it up, everybody will move on. I'm not picking up any more games until I'm finished more Returnal. So today was going to be a gameplay day, but I was working out and very, very tired from staying in a live stream for basically 9 hours, and I couldn't get up. And I still got up and did the workout and everything like
9
that. But
freaking hours, bro. What the?
I mean, there was a lot to cover. Shit, on a normal news day, there's a lot to cover and discuss, but it doesn't feel like anyone knows about Starfield.
Does anybody know about Briggs locking that motherfucking shit down?
God,
I already did.
no,
Already
Alright,
did.
simple.
fucking bitch.
But Jay, I'm just saying, when you have time, please pick up.
I
It
want
Takes
to, and I will. And I
Please
hope you
pick up.
guys are there. And guess what? I'm gonna ask you, since y'all been here talking, oh, get this. Y'all motherfuckers better run with me on fucking Sackboy. I'm trying to get on there after I take the
Sackboy?
vaccine. Possibly if my arm and everything feel good. But so that'll be Thursday night. So if y'all free Thursday night, Thursday daytime, I want to hop on Sackboy.
You're just now wanting to hop on Sackboy?
No, I've been off and on with that.
No,
game.
I got you, bro.
It's just it
How-
feels
how-
it feels
how
like
how
a
much,
huh
how much players on there?
4-player online.
I got it.
Yeah, 4-player online co-op. It's
going on,
underrated. It's
gentlemen?
really underrated. What's going on, man? It's really underrated. Especially
It
like
is.
so if you're playing one or the other, you're gonna want to play one or the other. I know that finishing Sackboy is definitely gonna be a nice transition to do Take Two. Or playing Take Two
man.
is be a nice transition to
Take
go into
Two.
Sackboy. I
That's
know,
something
bro.
special right there.
I know it's something
Wait.
special.
Wait, what?
Not
You
like
said-
my foot though.
What'd you say, Yellow?
I said It Takes Two. That is a magical special experience.
I didn't finish the game. It's close, dude, but I'm just saying that game is not for children. I'm just gonna say that.
Oh
for
no,
right-
definitely not. I mean, because you got to put him in
Yeah,
perspective.
hey, y'all keep saying that, bro. What is wrong?
Briggs, have you played it? Obviously.
Oh yeah, I'm almost done with the game. I'm almost done.
So with that being said, all the Easter eggs and the little hidden gems that are placed out through each level design. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
I
it's
feel what
clearly
you're not saying. Yeah.
Shut up, Jay. Or I'll fucking elbow you in the mouth and make your elbows bleed. But no, man. It's all jokes aside, man. It's definitely designed and built for adults. You know what I'm saying? So
Can I ask you a question? Is it more or less like the cartoons we grew up with, or is it just super mature?
it's super mature. But like for instance, Jay, do you remember the wooden trains that we used to play with as a kid? That had the wooden tracks and stuff like
I'm
that.
not that fucking old, motherfucker, but yes, I do know what you're talking about.
Fucking Christ, Jay. But no, seriously, there was a lot of nostalgia items that we played with as kids
Oh,
placed throughout the
yeah,
level design.
and you know what, bro? I don't know if I can handle the nostalgia of that game. I will pick that up. I will pick that up.
You'll be able to handle it, but I'm telling you, you're gonna
But-
fucking get a kick out of it.
Oh
But yeah-
man,
You'll know when I say this. The fucking elephant. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, remember the vacuum in the
Oh my-
beginning?
Yeah, I
vacuum.
remember the back. Yeah, I remember that.
The
yeah.
vacuum took a shit on him, bro.
Got
That's all I'm saying. The vacuum took a shit on him.
That and the elephant. I'm only gonna say the elephant because that
I hadn't
shit.
even got to the elephant yet, bro.
Oh my gosh, yellow. Dude, you're not ready. You're not ready.
Yeah, I'm definitely not ready because I'm gonna be away from my PlayStation 5 for a fucking week.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I'm at the beach. I just arrived at the beach house, so.
Yeah, that game. I would be mistaken if that could be like a PlayStation Studios type of title, honestly, because it's that there's so much quality in that game. Like I was shocked by. I was shocked how good that game was.
I'd say quality, character design, level design, character establishment. You feel what I'm saying? Like the identity per character.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's the total package, bro. Dead ass serious. It is a total package.
And it's only for
kind of like
$40.
Lex Luger. I don't know if you guys watched wrestling back in the day, but yeah,
Oh, I watched.
Yeah. Remember the total
And
package,
it's only
Lex Luger?
It's only for $40 as well. It's not full
Oh,
price title. So.
Wait.
I think because obviously I have no time left to even play a video game, but I will announce that I am actively blocking Xbox fans. I am only doing it because you guys can't form good conversations. You cannot rebut anything I say. You have no facts. You don't believe in facts. You don't believe in the truth. And I'm not going to sit back and argue with someone that just basically
Insanity, Jay.
is a little kid.
It's weird.
So
It's weird.
It's the pure definition of insanity.
I
bro.
know I went out my way and blocked a lot of PC guys.
The logics of what the fuck is really going on.
Exactly. I went on my way to block a lot of PC fans because they're toxic. I already knew the Xbox community was toxic, but like I said off air, and I say it in front of you guys because I don't hold any secrets, they're reminding me of Trump supporters. They're mindless and they're very loyal to Xbox and, for some stupid reason, Phil Spencer.
That's extreme.
It is extreme, but it's true because they believe in nothing but lies.
Hey, what about? Hold on, Jay. Not to cut you off. I was scrolling through Twitter this morning. What's going on with this IGN guy that has a picture of Phil Spencer framed in his fucking
Oh, that was already acknowledged. That was acknowledged weeks ago. People acknowledged that on Twitter weeks ago. That's nothing new. We already
knew
knew.
To me because like I told you, bro.
I know. Well, basically he has Phil Spencer a picture beside him and his wife, a marriage picture, and it basically just confirms that he's in their pocket and he's an Xbox person. But me and you already knew that IGN is full of Xbox fans because of the PS3 generation. They were coming out playing.
Who made that?
Who made what?
Who made that?
Made what?
That picture.
Nothing was made. That's a real picture. That he actually has an image of Phil Spencer beside his marriage pictures. It's not fake.
Wait, really?
Yes, it's real. Actually, there's a couple of Xbox fans that have images of Phil Spencer in their houses, and I'm not lying.
What the hell? What the hell?
Look, I know what you said was a little extreme, and yeah, it might seem extreme, but when you believe nothing but lies and you run around and spread nothing but lies, I can't help but to draw some parallels between the Xbox community and the Trump community. Like
as my brother would say, somebody's got to do it.
Somebody's got to do it. So it looks like the merger is a little bit bigger than what we thought. The merger, True Witty, we were talking about earlier, it says, and this I'm reading this off, what AT&T's Warner Media and Discovery merger means for subscribers and the media landscape. So basically it looks like AT&T.
Can I reach out and say something real quick, bro?
I'm confused.
I'm sitting here walking these little streets literally right before you get to the ocean front. And I'm chopping it up with you guys, smoking a pen, just catching the vibes out here and whatnot. I come to the intersection and there's a dad brushing his kid off, but the kid's butt ass naked.
Oh God!
Yo, what do you guys actually see, bro?
I'm not getting that whole scenario. You know what I'm saying? But Yeah, that was odd. That wasn't normal. It felt kind of uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to say, but it's just let me read off what this means. So AT&T basically is acquiring Discovery, but along with that, this is what they're getting. They're getting Discovery Plus, HBO Max, Discovery, Food Channel, HGTV, the Oprah Winfrey Channel, WB,
Oh shit!
HBO.
Oprah's got her own app.
She has her own channel.
Oprah's
Yes.
got what?
Oprah
Okay.
has her own channel. So this, just let me
Damn.
finish. Let me finish this off,
Oprah,
guys.
Oprah's,
Hey,
Oprah's
finish it, but that's
huge,
powerful.
bro.
Yeah,
Hey,
Truity,
regardless, that's powerful.
That's
Finish.
powerful.
Yeah, let me finish this. So, the AT&T acquisition of Discovery and Warner Media includes Discovery Plus, HBO Max. All of these are the sub ones. And that's Discovery, Food Network, HGTV, Oprah Winfrey's Channel, WB, HBO, CNN, TLC, SCI, Animal Planet, Cartoon Network, HLN, Cinemax, Turner Sports, Megalodon Network, ID, TVN, Eurosport, TBS, TNT, Adult Swim, and DC Comics. That's a lot. So
That is a lot.
AT&T owns all of that now.
Jesus
I understand what my boy True Woody was saying, but I'm pretty sure you didn't want Microsoft to grab up the gaming aspect of WB.
No, I don't want.
I don't
get
want
him.
this. I don't want this either because this is a mega merger. No one wants this. This draws up red flags. It's kind of like Microsoft going out and buying ZeniMax. We know all the studios they have underneath of them. It's a lot.
Well, yeah, it's a lot, but what are they going to do with them? They're going to fucking
They ain't gonna
micromanage
do
them, tell them that they can't put this in the game, tell them that that's too violent. Again, looking back on it, it's the same thing that they did with Gears, G. So,
Yeah.
like I said, man, that's like those studios are very capable of pushing out good content. They really are. You know what I'm saying? Whether you like them or not. I'm not a fan of Bethesda with their whole Fallout. It's not my cup of tea, but I enjoyed the Wolfensteins, the reboots. But yeah, man, just let the developers do what they do.
That's what I'm saying. But we won't 100% know
Yeah, but
if that's the truth
the thing
until
is, though,
E3.
that's why Microsoft left Bethesda on their own.
This is a big merger. And on a Monday, this is a big merger. Like, this is
That
big.
is huge. That is very, very
Cartoon
huge.
Network and Adult Swim are a part of it. And WB
All right,
and
y'all.
DC
Hey,
Comics.
man. Hey,
Those are
I just want to jump in, Jay.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to jump in and say what up and chime in a quick conversation, but I got to get back to the family activities. Shout out
Okay.
to True Witty with the $5 donation with his legacy, and Briggs, keep this motherfucker locked down. Until next time, y'all be good.
Okay,
All right,
man. But yeah, that's a big deal. Actually, I'm saving the image right now. If I got it, do I got it in front of me? Hold on, bro. I just had that fucking image. Let me go get that image real quick. So, yeah. I just wanna. Yeah, I got the retweet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna post that in the red alerts for you guys, and that will allow me to also put it on camera. So we got about 10 minutes to make this happen before I gotta leave for work. But yeah, man, it's fucking crazy. It's just that's a big mega merger. Like, that's big. That's fucking huge, man. Is Briggs still here, or is he over there eating his foot?
seeing this foot.
Yeah, I figured that. I wonder what Adam
But,
would have to say about this.
But it's crazy, bro. It's like everyone buying up everybody.
I mean, that's how it is, man. That's how it is. Everybody buying up everybody.
The weak falls and the strong survive.
Yeah, but we don't know what this means for the future of anything. You know? I
don't
care
know.
about
Hey, that's the
WB.
thing. I don't know.
I care about Cartoon Network, Adult Swim, TNN. I mean TNT. I care about them. DC Comics.
Yeah,
I care about them.
but they're
HBO.
going
I care
on-
about them. Like, now, what does this mean? What does this
They're on the
mean?
Disney. They're going on the Disney though, aren't they?
Well, that's
Or
what
am I
I'm.
mistaken?
That's the confusion. The confusion is Discovery was a part of Disney Plus, but it wasn't owned by Disney. Or if it was owned by Disney, they sold it to AT&T and they made it a part of this bundle. I don't know how this shit goes for real. I just don't fucking know. I really don't know how this goes. So, I think Warner Media owns HBO, and then Discovery owns all of those sub channels I talked about. And
See, this is
if
why I
you
don't
go
like.
to
This is why I
the
don't like
red
streaming
alerts, go to the
services.
red alerts, and you will basically see. Just look straight underneath Discovery, and then look straight underneath HBO, and you kind of see who owns what. It's confusing at first the way I'm saying it, but if you see it, you'll understand. So let me go make sure we get.
See, that's what I don't like. That's what I don't like. Oh shit. Oh,
You see it?
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I see all that Discovery. It looks like this AT&T owns. Yeah, it looks like AT&T owns Discovery.
Yeah.
They own the Food Network. They own a lot of stuff, and then it just comes over.
I know we're not
It's
like 100% in the stocks and businesses of this channel. This is more gaming. But in a way, what this would be impacting is WB and WB games and what games come out of WB. So that will be the Harry Potter games. That will be Batman. Would it impact DC Comics? It would impact DC Comics because underneath HBO Max,
definitely would.
you see DC Comics right beside Adult
Warner
Swim.
Brothers.
So it would have a good impact on comic books, comic book movies, video games, cartoons, because Cartoon Network and Adult Swim are in there.
Would they? Okay, but would they? My real concern is would they allow them to stay the same? Because at the end
They
of the
would
day,
stay the same because why would you buy them to keep all of that together? If you didn't want them, you would have them sell it off, or they would have sold them off if they weren't valuable before. If they find a weaker link, they might kind of combine them together with something else.
hold on. So Warner Bros. Owns HBO Max.
I believe that's what we're looking at. I think that's what it is. Or
They own CNN, Cartoon Network. They own a lot. They own a lot of shit. But the merger is just gonna wow. I see, okay, I see.
Think that's talking about?
All of them are gonna be under one house.
So I looked it up on Google, and Warner Media is the parent company of HBO. So yes, Warner Brothers, WB, they own HBO. So basically, WB owns Cartoon Network, DC Comics, and Adult Swim, and TNN, and CNN, and
CNN.
They own some big shit over
shit.
there on the right hand side.
So what?
What's going on, Crumpet Man? How you doing?
Hold on. That means they do their own Discovery too, because you got to realize Discovery.
No,
AT&T.
AT&T owns both. So yeah, AT&T owns Warner Brothers and Discovery.
Oh, damn,
and because they own both of them, everything underneath is what they're getting a part of the deal. It's the same thing as.
Wait, hold on. That means any Discovery and all of that shit is being owned by
AT&T. Yeah, AT&T gobbled up those two, and now they own everything underneath.
Oh,
it's the same shit as ZeniMax. It's the same shit as ZeniMax. You want to know what's different about the ZeniMax deal? What's different about the ZeniMax deal is ZeniMax was the parent of Bethesda, but now Microsoft was the parent of ZeniMax, which gets rid of ZeniMax, and now Microsoft is the parent of Bethesda. But Bethesda is actually a parent themselves to all the studios underneath Bethesda. So a parent gobbled up another parent that gobbled up another parent. And everything underneath Bethesda is what Microsoft also owns. So Microsoft owns ZeniMax and Bethesda and everything. Yeah, that's how it is. Same shit, different concept.
Damn.
It's going good, Crumpet, man. I'm about to get up out of here in about 5 minutes though, cause I gotta go to work. Sorry for the late start.
I didn't even know when you started. I'm like, when
Yeah,
I
I started a little late today. What
I
is
didn't
this?
get any notification.
Yeah, I was good. I was setting it for. I was setting that shit for what's the name, man.
Oh, it's crazy, bro. Everyone's buying up everybody.
I know, man. I mean, again, I can't confirm or deny if this is gonna impact us positively or negatively yet, but we will see. It's the same situation as Bethesda. Yes, they quickly came out and put as many games on Game Pass as possible from Bethesda, but the long-term implications
Yeah, but
we don't know yet.
here's the difference. Here's the difference where I can say it wouldn't matter. You want to know why? Because AT&T is still owned by them. AT&T doesn't own. No one owns AT&T basically. You see what I'm saying? AT&T is their own company. So the fact that they bought them up, right? They bought all of that up. They'll still be able to do whatever they did normally, except now they have more to work with. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
So it's
He's
like
talking
it's
about
like
the
this is not.
Bethesda acquisition.
Sorry, say again?
He's talking about the Bethesda acquisition.
Yeah, but why are you talking about AT&T?
Oh, because AT&T just acquired
Did the same thing.
Warner Brothers and Discovery, and everything underneath Warner Brothers, aka WB, they own everything now. So they own Cartoon Network, they own CNN, they own DC Comics, they own Discovery Channel, they own the Oprah Winfrey Channel, they own everything.
AT&T?
Yeah, AT&T.
Yes.
They did a mega merger this morning. So they own.
Well, they wanted to. Yeah, but wasn't that like the whole situation of they wanted to sell them last year?
I guess they made enough money back.
WB Games or what?
Really?
Yeah, they wanted to
Yeah,
sell it, but
WB,
I guess.
you remember they wanted to sell, didn't they? And
Yeah.
everyone was in the bandwagon of like.
As I said, maybe they made enough money to not have anything to worry about no more.
I've now like found a bunch of money. All right.
The thing is, I'm glad they didn't sell, because if they did sell, they would have sold to the wrong person.
Well, but there's a couple of companies within WB. If we're talking about WB Games, there's a lot of companies within that infrastructure which, I mean, going under certain people's roofs I wouldn't have liked. I mean, obviously Rocksteady would have been one of them. Monolith, Avalanche, who are making
Yeah, but exactly.
the Harry Potter game.
Exactly.
So it is a good thing. Obviously, you know, you also got to take into account that it depends really, because obviously people like Tencent, the Embracer Group, CNET.
Yep, I'm back.
Okay, that's.
Yeah, I don't know. I would rather. I mean, again, a lot of people buying up other people. Like, I mean, the ones I really don't want to see buy. This is more the situation of it benefits everyone as gamers. Is I would rather not see like Microsoft or Microsoft or Sony buy up those sort of things. Really, go for the smaller
Like Warner
studios.
Brothers? You mean like
Yeah,
Warner Brothers?
like Warner Brothers. Like, I mean,
Yeah, but
just
the
in
thing is
general,
that
like big things.
Yeah, but the thing is that Microsoft tried to buy them though. That's the thing, and that's what I don't respect. If Microsoft has the opportunity, they will go after them. They will go after any publisher that's big.
That's what I'm trying to get at, though. It's the situation of those sort of things should be kept well away from people like Sony or Microsoft or Nintendo. I mean, Nintendo, they wouldn't even do anything like that.
No,
they can get them out of
Nintendo.
their head. So, but like people like I think Microsoft's the main one that will acquire those sort of things because it is to do with Game Pass. I mean, it's just like Game Pass.
Yeah, but but it's bullshit because it doesn't matter though. You can't buy up the entire freaking industry just to support your freaking stupid Game Pass. No one gives a
Well,
shit about Game Pass.
But that's the thing, though, is that if they do that, then people will get to the point of giving a shit about Game Pass because it's all
Not
these
really.
things under one. Yeah, it is. It is.
No. Okay, Adam. Actually, Adam. Let me ask you something now.
Hold on. I know both of y'all are passionate, but we have to end the show. So you guys can continue, but we have to end the show.
Yeah, we're continuing.
So everybody,
Yeah,
we're gonna keep talking, but it's gonna be private. I gotta head to work. I'm gonna just listen to what these guys say on the way to work. If you want to get included and you want to be a part of these offline discussions, I don't mind. Please just make sure you send me a friend request on the PSN. That is JaytechTV 4K60. We have chats offline sometimes, so you can go to all my links, and there's a link that takes you to the Discord, but it's behind a $3 and $50 fucking paywall because of PC fans. But if you don't want to pay that shit, just get in contact with me on the PSN, JaytechTV 4K60. Put it down in the chat. I gotta go to work. I gotta pay some bills.
No, you know damn well they're not gonna do that, Jay.
I know they're not gonna pay the paywall.
What if they're not what if they were not real PlayStation dudes? They're not gonna contact you via.
I mean, that's kind of what I'm counting on.
They're gonna check their account, and you're gonna feel like.
Okay. I mean, you could pay the $3.50 paywall if you just want to get the speedy one. It's just if you want to do that shit for free, just contact me on a PSN, JTech 4K60.
But they won't.
Yeah, contacting him on the PSN shows that they actually.
That's why I did it. It's called the PlayStation Legion. Discord. It's not called that. I'm gonna pretend to be somebody I'm not. Discord. Fuck that shit. We gotta have some security. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I should be on